It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
The infamous cave update, something that the Minecraft community has been joking about for months now, but as of this week, that meme has finally become a reality. In today's video, we're going to go over basically everything that has been revealed so far about the upcoming cave update, starting with the 3 brand new cave biomes. The first new biome to discuss is called the Lush Cave Biome. These caves are located by finding the new azalea trees and digging underneath of them. Once you're in the cave, you'll notice that it's completely filled with lots of new and familiar vegetation such as vines, fruits, flowers, and more. One of the new plants revealed is called a spore blossom, and these flower-looking plants hang from the ceiling and drop spores down below, although it hasn't been revealed yet what the spores actually do and if they are even safe to touch. The next new plant shown is a new fruit found hanging on the vines called glowberries. These fruits actually are edible and are pretty handy if you're stuck in a cave with no food reserves. As to whether these berries have any added effects to the player when eaten, that is still unknown. The final new plant that's been revealed is called a dripleaf plant, which basically acts as a temporary stepping stone that drops down when stood on for too long. Very useful for parkour. There are a few more small things to note about the Lush Caves, such as the new grass blocks, the azalea dirt blocks, and even a plant that looks like it could either be an azalea bush or an azalea sapling. Not sure on that one. The next biome to show off is called the Dripstone Cave Biome. These caves are the most similar to our current caves in the game, but do feature some distinct and major changes. The primary change being the introduction of stalactites and stalagmites. Stalactites are basically spiked rocks that hang from the ceiling of caves, and the stalagmites are formed on the ground instead. Both of these may seem unimportant, but aside from adding much needed detail to the caves, they actually do have some interesting uses. Stalactites drip water from the ceiling, which if you were to put a cauldron underneath the dripping water, over time the cauldron would fill up and you could fill that water with a bucket and have an infinite water source. Stalagmites, on the other hand, can act as some form of trap if used correctly. If players or mobs fall onto the stalagmites, they will end up taking damage. To move these, just simply break the block that they're sitting on currently. And last but certainly not least, the final biome revealed is called the Deep Dark Cave Biome. Now this biome still has a few secrets left in it, but what was revealed will likely shock you. This biome is home to 2 incredible things, the first one being a plant-like audio receptor, and the second being an extremely powerful new hostile mob. Let's talk about the plant thing first. This is called a skulk growth, which basically detects anything that makes noise, primarily footsteps. That means that when you walk past this thing, or place items near it, or jump, it will react to the noise. This is such an incredible feature because now you can actually use these to power redstone trails, which in a sense equates to wireless redstone contraptions. Huge deal. Now, as for the new hostile mob, this monstrosity is called the Warden. And what a fitting name that is, considering this mob's entire life goal is to roam around the deep dark caves and kill anything that enters them. This mob is so powerful that one hit from it basically kills you. Not to mention that during the live stream that this footage was gathered, the player had pumped tons of damage into this thing already, but this walking tank is so beefed up that even 4+ hits from a netherite sword and multiple powered up shots from a bow and arrow still could not kill it. And on top of that, its attacks ignore armor. As powerful and dangerous as this mob is, it does have one massive weakness. It's blind. That means that as long as you don't make any loud noises to alert it to your position, you should be alright. You can also use different items such as snowballs to lure it away from you, which was actually demonstrated in the livestream. Other than all that, not much else has been revealed about the Deep Dark Biome yet. Even though this next area isn't really considered a biome necessarily, I figured I should mention it now, which it's called the Amethyst Geode. There isn't a ton known about these yet, but basically they generate randomly in caves, sort of like mob spawners do, and in the geode you can find crystals, which can be removed from their rocks and are used for crafting. Over time, they will grow back as long as you don't remove the rocks themselves. Including all the cool new blocks and resources added to the caves currently, there's going to be a brand new ore added as well, and this ore is copper. Copper is going to be used to create items in the game, including the new telescope coming with this update. It's found just like the other ores. Go underground, dig for a bit, and boom, copper. You can also use it to build. However, keep in mind that when copper is left out, oxygen exposure causes the orangish brown color to change into a bluish turquoise color over time. In this update, there will be at least 2 brand new animals introduced into the game, not including the current mob boat, and if we return back to the lush caves, in the water you'll find cute little axolotls, which are basically water salamanders. If you have buckets with you, scoop them up and dump them in any water you're about to go exploring in, and these little voracious predators will hunt down and attack anything that gets in your way. Great for ocean monuments. The other new animal in this update is none other than the mountain goat. Obviously, this is the one small part of the video that refers to the Cliffs update, which is where goats can be found. Goats can jump pretty high, about 2 full blocks to be exact. Also, be careful around them when you're high up because they just might end up giving you a kick off the mountain you're on. Other than that, there's not much else known about them yet. A very small thing to add to this list is a cool new feature called bundles, which are designed to help with inventory management. Basically, they work similarly to bags. You can carry extra items in these if your inventory is running out of room. And the final new addition to talk about in this update, so far, is an awesome new archaeology feature. When you explore throughout your world, you'll notice occasional dig sites with chests containing brushes. These brushes will be used to slowly move away dirt and gravel and other blocks that are in your way that could be containing rare and valuable materials, such as emerald blocks and ceramic shards. Once you have some ceramic shards, you can actually use these to create different pots by placing them over fire pits. The last thing to add to this is the actual release date for this new update, which sadly has been confirmed to be in the summer of 2021, which, just to save you some trouble, that's a little over 9 months from now. Obviously no one's too surprised by this, considering they just released the huge Nether overhaul last summer, but still, 9 months is going to be a painfully long wait. But anyways, that just about wraps it up, for now at least. Like I said before, these are just some features and changes coming with the Caves and Cliffs update, but more is still going to be revealed in the future. From what I've seen in this update so far, I've gotta admit, I am very excited for what's to come. Especially with the Dripstone Caves and the new Warden mob. Even though I'm sure you saw this coming a mile away, what are you guys most excited for? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I was able to answer some of your questions and maybe teach you a thing or two. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.